Today I've brought you to the pretty little village of Henllan to see the church here, which is interesting because it's been built in two separate buildings. It's got a few other things to show you as well, so hopefully I'll be able to show you all before the baby wakes up. So the village name in itself is really interesting, Henllan. So hen means old and llan is basically an enclosure around an old Christian cell, and it was St Sadwrn who lived here originally and built his cell here. Now he was also visited by St Winifred, and you may have heard about her from another one of my videos talking about St Winifred at Bodvari, and she actually came here and stayed here, and apparently for many years one of her relics was kept here at the church too. So we're just outside the front door of the church, but we're actually going to stay in the churchyard today. And the first thing we come across here is this massive shaft of the original or medieval village cross. So that's what it was originally for, but it's moved around a bit too. So at one point it was actually inside the church, holding up part of the building. And it's also been further up outside the church, and it acted as the stand for a lamp too. So going a little bit further along, we then come across this here, which is the bowl of the original medieval font that again was originally inside the church, but it went missing for a while and actually turned up in a property in the well. So it's now been brought back to Henllan, and this is where it now resides. So we're now just walking past the church itself, and you may notice that there's one prominent feature missing from the church building here, and that it doesn't have a tower, and that's because it's, keep going, it's all the way up here, completely separate, which makes this a really kind of unique church in the area. Now the bell tower, we think, dates back to the early 14th century, so really very old, and it sits atop this huge kind of outcrop of rock. And so there's a few different kind of pathways of thought as to why that is. One is because it was on higher ground, so it meant that the bells could toll out and reach all of the area of the very then extensive parish of Henllan, and also could have been used as a kind of defensive peel tower in times of need as well. We think that the church here, the walls of this building, maybe date back to as early as the 15th century, but in the 1800s the actual walls were heightened, and you can still see kind of clues to that in the walls today. But the best clue of all is that the local vicar here has done extensive research into the history of Henllan, so it's always worth popping into your local church to see what you can find out, because there's always a story to be told, especially one as intriguing as this. So if you have enjoyed this little video, please do subscribe for more notifications when I pop the next one up. Thanks, bye bye.